Hello? Alright. Thank you, gentlemen. So, we have in question 5, we have an oxide of carbon, and it says that if it's an oxide of carbon, that means we have C, random letter because we don't know, O, a different random letter, not the same letter because it's not the same number. That's what a carbon oxide can be described as if we don't know how many atoms of each we have in this molar ratio. And then what we do know is that we have 42.86% of its mass for not oxygen but carbon. Sorry. So what we learned yesterday is that to make things simple, we just assume that we have 100 grams of the substance. And therefore, we have 42.86 grams of carbon. So you just go, all right, carbon, oxygen, I have 42.86 grams. Using a calculator is kind of important here because sometimes people go 100 minus 40 equals 60. And then they go, well, 42 from 100 is 68. And sometimes that can happen. And you end up with a weird number. I know you might not do that, but that's a classic error when subtracting from 100. So, 57.14. All right. So, now we have that in grams, or in mass, sorry. Chemical formulas are written as ratios in moles. And so you have to tell yourself chemical reactions, moles, chemical reactions as they go, reactions, products, that's in moles, chemical formulas, that's in moles. So if you have mass, then you know that you have to convert things. So we go, divide this by 12.01 and divide this by 16.00, and then that will give us the number of moles, which is given the letter N. And the formula on page 5 of your formula sheet, is it page 5? Yeah, page 5 tells you how to calculate this. So that's what you're doing. This here is a calculation for number of moles because 12.01 is the molar mass of carbon. So you do that, and what did we get, roughly speaking? 3.6 for this one? Yeah, for both? And so that number, so what we were supposed to do in the next step is divide by the smallest number, but they're the same. So they will end up with a 1-to-1 ratio, which means the chemical formula, the chemical empirical formula is CO. Not C, yeah. So carbon monoxide is what its proper name of this particular oxide of carbon